Wild violets. Before we get into some of the details about this amazing plant, I just wanted to go over some cautionary details. So, you want to make sure with a wild violet that you only use the edible violet flowers and leaves. What I mean by this is they have rhizomes that grow underground, and these rhizomes are poisonous. So do not use those whatsoever. It is only the flowers and the leaves of this plant that are edible. Violets actually have many lookalikes, many of which are inedible or poisonous. So only harvest them when the flowers are present and you are 100% sure that you have a violet. I am not a medical professional. I am simply a holistic practitioner who loves Mother Nature and would like to bring more awareness to the plants and herbs around us. Remember, do not use wild violet if you have any allergies to the Viola genus family. And always speak with your medical professional prior to trying wild violet if you have any concerns or medical conditions. What is a wild violet? This plant pops up in early spring. You may notice as you're walking through your yard, beautiful, bright purple flowers emerging close to the ground. This plant prefers a shady, wooded area with rich soil. The flowers will begin to grow in the shaded areas and move out into the sunnier locations. Once the heat of summer arrives, the purple flowers will start to die off. Some get frustrated with this plant, otherwise known as a weed, as it can seed on its own and spread rather quickly through the yard. However, rather than getting frustrated with nature, let's take a closer look at its qualities. How to identify a wild violet. Wild violets are in the Viola genus family, which also includes common garden violas. They prefer to grow in the wooded areas and along streams. The petals of the flower can be yellow, white, or more commonly seen, a beautiful violet color, while the leaves are in the shape of a heart and can also resemble the shape of a kidney. This plant has a habitat where they are native to many areas throughout central and eastern Canada and the US. These plants are also found in Europe. However, they are more common in Canada and the US. Wild violets will survive in sunny locations with well-drained, rich soil. If you are out foraging for wild violets, this is what they will look like. You will notice the leaf has almost a heart or kidney shape to it, and you can see those beautiful flowers starting to emerge. You will also notice, as mentioned prior, these plants grow close to the ground. So keep an eye out for these beautiful plants popping up around you. Are wild violets edible? Yes, these plants are edible and medicinal. They are an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and a blood cleanser. There are many different ways you can incorporate wild violets into your diet. The leaves are packed full of vitamins A and C. You can add these to your cooked greens and or salads. If you like to make your own herbal teas, try using some wild violet leaves. You can also use these leaves and the flowers in your favorite smoothie. The younger leaves will be more tender, best for salads, and the older leaves can be added to a soup or stew. If you suffer from a sore throat, try making a cough syrup with honey and violet leaves. The flowers, again edible, are also packed with vitamins A and C. Have fun with these beautiful flowers by adding them to your salad, making some jelly, or you can even candy these flowers. You can also make a delicious vinaigrette. There are many different ways you can use these flowers. You can add them to soap if you make your own soap bars, which will have a beautiful, refreshing scent. So, some interesting facts about wild violets. There are 35 species of the viola native to Canada that are found in abundance in woods, prairies, and marshes from the Atlantic to the Pacific and north to the tree line. Another interesting fact about the wild violet is the hooded or purple violet has been the provincial floral emblem for New Brunswick since 1936. So those are just a couple of interesting facts about violets. Now, let's take a look at some other uses for a wild violet. Wild violets can be cooling and moisturizing and can be used internally or topically. Wild violets may be used to support healing and relief with different conditions or situations such as insect bites, chafed skin, varicose veins, hemorrhoids, eczema, different respiratory conditions, and different lymphatic conditions. Our lymphatic system is our immune system, so this is really important. Again, if you plan on using wild violets for, say, varicose veins or respiratory conditions or lymphatic conditions, I would speak with your medical professional. As I mentioned, I am not a doctor or a medical professional in any way. I am simply just a holistic practitioner that is trying to bring awareness to some of the amazing things growing around us. So, again, if you suffer from any of these conditions and you're thinking of using wild violets, make sure you do not have any allergies to this plant and make sure that you speak with your medical professional if you have any concerns about taking or using wild violet. So, one of the things or reasons why I decided to make a video on wild violets is because there is a whole bunch that I noticed growing in my very own backyard. So, how cool is that? You'll see they've got the beautiful flowers and the leaves, which are a heart shape or kidney shape. And so these flowers are completely edible. You can candy them, put them in your soap. You can put the leaves in a salad or stew. There's so many different opportunities. And so I've got these growing all through my yard back here. If you would like to learn more about this amazing plant, check out the resources I used to gain my information. Thank you for taking this time to learn about wild violets and some of their benefits. Who knows? Maybe you have some popping up around you. If you would like more information on different holistic practices, check out my website, Holistic Health, Trust, Allow, Flow. All you have to do is scan the QR code at the bottom of the page and it'll take you right there. I've got lots of information on there about reflexology, Reiki, doula work, and so much more. So go ahead and have a look. Don't forget to like this video and share it. Let's bring some more awareness to nature and how amazing it could be. If you have more information about wild violets, go ahead and post it in the comments below. Let's grow and learn together. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I will be creating more content and videos to talk about different plants and herbs and vegetables and just how amazing and beneficial they can be for us. Again, thank you so much for taking this time and just really learning about nature and wild violets and how amazing they are. I hope that you have an opportunity to find some in your area.